Hey, welcome back to my channel, Gifted of Three. So make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to get more videos. So today we're going to do a storyline. I'm going to talk about when I almost lost my life around 4 or 5 years old. So when I was about 4 or 5 years old, I went blind. I lost my vision. So my mom took me to the hospital because she was wondering what was going on with me because everything was blurry. So once we get to the hospital, the doctor, they ran tests trying to figure out what was going on because it was like they never seen anything like it. All of a sudden I was seeing, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see anything. Everything was blurry to me. So they was like, we never had a case like this. So that nighttime, the doctor came back in the room. They were still saying that they couldn't understand what was going on. And then I had started running a fever also. And the doctor was like, we don't know what got her running a fever. It got to be some type of infection. So they were steady running tests. Didn't know what was going on. So all of a sudden, my whole body had shut down. And the doctor was telling my mom that I wasn't going to make it overnight. So my mom told the doctor that he was telling a story that I was going to make it overnight. So she said they was trying to get her out the room, that I couldn't stay in the room with, my mom couldn't stay in the room with me that night, that she had to wait in the waiting room. My mom told them that she wasn't going to leave me alone. She was going to be right there by my bedside. So once I woke up, that she was going to be there. So the next morning came, I woke up, and then the doctor, my mom called the doctor in the room, was letting everybody know that I had woke up. So the doctor come in the room, and he's still shocked and surprised because he don't know what was going on. I lost my vision. He trying to figure out what's going on. So they asked me, could I see? And I still couldn't see anything at that moment. Everything was still blurry. I couldn't see nothing. So the doctors, they said it was running tests, trying to figure it out. Couldn't figure it out for nothing. So actually a case like this was actually happening in Chicago, Illinois. I'm from Mississippi. So the Mississippi doctors don't know what's going on. They happened to talk to one of the Chicago doctors, and they was telling them that it was a case going on like that. And the child up there actually had meningitis. It's a disease that attack your body and attack your brain and stuff. So they came back in the room. They was letting my mom know what was going on with me, and was just basically just giving her the rundown on everything and what they think it is, what it might can be. So I had to stay in the hospital for the next couple of days before they released me. So the doctor also told my mom I wasn't going to get my vision back. And so my mom told the doctor, well, you also told me that she wasn't going to make it to see the next morning, but she did. And then the doctor also told her if I did live, that I wasn't going to live that old. If I did live, it was going to be probably till I was 30, then I was going to pass away and all the extra stuff. But, my mom never believed in it. So, basically, I found out I also had a tumor on my brain. So, when I was growing up, I had to go to the doctor a lot. So, I regained some of my eyesight back, but not all of it. So, I ended up having to wear glasses, then being all the way not seeing anybody or seeing anything. But the funny part about it, once I left the hospital that night, when I lost my vision, I had to wear these dark shades, and because my eyes were so sensitive to light, that they made me wear these dark shades, and I always had to keep something covered over my eyes, so my eyes wouldn't hurt, and it used to always cause me a headache. So maybe when I got about 10 or 11, I stopped going to the hospital so much and stopped going to see the doctor, because I had to see the doctor at least 2 to 3 times a week sometimes, and then it went to once a week as I got older and everything. The doctor finally told me that the tumor that I had in my head, it actually had shrunk down some, and that they figured that I'll be all right. But just basically by looking at me, everybody, by reading my chart growing up, every doctor read my chart. They actually thought I was like, they'll say, reading your chart and looking at you. It's like reading about two different people, because you actually don't look the way your chart presents you. And me, when I was growing up, I always asked the doctor, like, what you mean about that? And one doctor finally told me, he said, most kids that actually caught the disease that I caught, they actually was like a special needed child. And I'm like, everybody's gifted different. So I feel like, for one, the doctor didn't know what he was talking about, saying that I wasn't going to live. Number two, I was blessed with 3 beautiful girls, and I'm proud of them. And number 3, I actually have lived over 30. So, hey, I guess it's just a blessing. So, if you like more videos like this, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and put on the notification button. And also, make sure you share the video. Thanks.